My next guest is the CEO of Aeluma, that is a US-based chip maker. His name is Jonathan Klamkin, and he joins me now. Jonathan, you just landed a deal with the Navy. Did you get the deal because your chips are really good or because they're 100% made in America?
I think the answer to that question is both.
Yep.
Our chips are made 100% in America. We have a very unique facility in Santa Barbara, California, and we work with a number of US-based foundries. And the technology that we develop is of high interest to the US government and also to some of the commercial sector.
Do your chips specifically improve our military weapons? Are they designed to improve weaponry?
Not specifically, but we do build semiconductor chips that could be used for sensors on a number of platforms. The work that we're doing with the Navy, for example, involves taking our technology and putting it on aerial platforms, understanding how these chips will perform in extreme environments. So that could be out in the field, and also enhancing the communication systems on aerial platforms. So we've got a really cutting edge technology that is of interest to the U.S. government. You mentioned the contract and an earlier one. We also have a contract with the Office of Secretary of Defense and with the Department of Energy. So our technology is very broadly applicable.
How has the CHIPS Act affected your company? My question really is, are you getting money from the government directly?
Coming. So I think most of the announcements that you've seen regarding the CHIPS Act are incentivizing some of the bigger semiconductor companies. You mentioned earlier that a lot of the semiconductor manufacturing happens offshore. The U.S. only manufactures about 12% of the world's advanced chips. So much of the CHIPS Act funding is incentivizing big semiconductor companies to do more manufacturing onshore. We are a part of a pretty major initiative in Southern California, funding that flows down through the Department of Defense and brings together the defense and aerospace industry along with a number of small and medium-sized companies and universities. So after the big semiconductor companies are taking advantage, now we're starting to see those funds flow down to smaller businesses like us.
I just want to check one point. I know you're headquartered in Santa Barbara, California. Do you make the chips there as well?
We do one piece of the manufacturing here in-house, the piece that's very core to our intellectual property. And frankly, no one else in the world knows how to carry out that specific step. The rest of the process happens at US-based foundries. So it is 100% built in America.
Jonathan Klamkin, thanks very much for joining us this morning. 100% made in America. We encourage that. Thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.